Your 401k is about to start paying you a pension. Confused? Let me explain. A pension is the most beloved retirement benefit ever created. Unfortunately, most Americans don't have it anymore. But in 2026, things are starting to change. Fidelity and Vanguard are bringing something surprisingly close to a pension inside your 401ks. Target date funds represent the default investment in millions of American retirement accounts. And now many of them are going to come built in with an annuity option, which basically can generate a fixed income for life. Now, this is not just a product launch. The default is actually changing. And this could fundamentally change how Americans access their retirement income. So in today's video, we're going to see what exactly is changing, how does it affect you, and should you be opting for an annuity option within your 401k plans? Let's jump right in. Hi, and welcome to the Money Matters MD Show. I'm your host, Dr. Abhishek Gadre. I'm a practicing physician, and I help doctors and other high-income professionals just like you take better control of your money. So for decades, workers just worked for their companies and retired with a pension plan, which means that they didn't have to manage their own portfolios or try to figure out what percent they can draw down every single year. So people with a pension basically would not have to worry about income in retirement. They would just get a paycheck every single month until they died. But this was only until it was all replaced by 401k plans. Now, let me give you a brief recap of what exactly happened over the last 50 years, and this is very interesting. So back in 1978, the Congress actually passed a new law which allowed for the Section 401k in the tax code. Now, this wasn't even realized until 3 years later in 1981 when Ted Bengen actually realized that employees can actually deduct their retirement savings from their payroll checks. And that's exactly when the first 401k plan emerged. Now, in the 1980s and 1990s, more employers started realizing this, that pension was actually more expensive and 401k was cheaper. It actually moved the responsibility of a successful retirement from the employer to the employee. And somewhere in the early 2000s, when the dot-com bubble was collapsing, was exactly the tipping point. The transition became very obvious that the responsibility of the retirement is not really on the employer, it's now on the employee. Now, in 2006, the Pension Protection Act came out, which was a huge milestone. The law encouraged automatic enrollment in retirement plans, and that's exactly when target date plans started becoming the default investment in a lot of 401k plans. Now, a lot of retirees want to maximize their returns. They're hyper optimizers. They want to optimize their portfolio to maximize the portfolio size and the income they can get out of their portfolios. And that might include a lot of people watching this YouTube channel. But a large survey actually revealed that a lot of retirees don't want to worry about managing their portfolios. They don't want to maximize their returns, and they just want to get a fixed amount of income in their bank accounts every single month for the entirety of their life. And this is exactly what's changing in 2026. Big retirement plan providers like Vanguard and Fidelity are jumping in and are trying to explore options for an annuity contract built in within these 401k plans. And essentially, these are actually built within the target date funds offered by Vanguard and Fidelity. Now, Vanguard and Fidelity are one of the largest retirement plan providers, and combined they represent somewhere around 40 to 50% of all retirement plans in the US. And target date funds represent the default investment type in all of these retirement plans. Now, if target date funds are changing, the default is essentially changing. Now, there's 4 essential ways how you can generate a retirement income from your portfolio. The most old and classic way is the pension plan that we already discussed. An alternative to that is buying an annuity contract. So you can essentially sell a portion of your 401k and buy an annuity, which pays you a fixed amount of income every single month until you pass away. And you can even buy it for a couple. So you can buy it until your spouse passes away. And you can even add a death benefit option for inheritance at the end of the plan. Now, Social Security falls in the exact same bucket. Now, the second way you can access your retirement income is the total return approach. So this is exactly where the 4% rule from Bill Bengen comes into play. Let's say you have $1 million inside your 401k plan. Bill Bengen essentially said that you can withdraw 4% every single year to sustain a 30-year retirement time horizon. So that'd be around $40,000 you can get out of your $1 million without running the risk of running out of money. Now, again, he has updated this 4% rule. The new rule is 4.7% rule. Now, interestingly, I am going to interview Bill Bengen shortly, and I think that'll make a very interesting episode, so stay tuned for that. Now, the third approach is a risk wrap approach. You can actually essentially sell a part of your portfolio to an insurance company and buy a index universal life policy. So they basically give you a life insurance product, and built in, you're invested inside of an S&P 500 index. Now, whenever you mix investing and insurance insurance together in one bucket, it just turns out to be a bad investment altogether. The fees are really high. The overall income that you will get out of this portfolio will be way worse than you just investing your portfolio yourself. Now, the fourth and final way is a bucketing strategy. Again, I have discussed the details of all the retirement income strategies in a whole separate video. I'll link in the description down below if you're interested. Now, let's jump into Vanguard's announcement. So, Vanguard announced a collaboration with TIAA, and working together with them, they're basically introducing a new target date fund with a built-in annuity plan. And they're calling it the Target Retirement Lifetime Income Trust. Here's a very interesting glide path that I want to share with you guys. So starting at age 55, a portion of your target date fund will start buying into an annuity plan. And by the age 65, essentially 25% of your entire target date fund is now invested in this annuity plan. Now in retirement, you can basically buy an annuity plan and your overall asset allocation is 40% in equities, 60% in fixed income. And this annuity is only bought out of the fixed income side of your investment. So you're not reducing the total return of your investment portfolio. You're basically just accessing the fixed income component of your portfolio to provide you an actual fixed income. Now, one interesting side fact is TIAA is more than a 100-year-old company and their ownership structure is very similar to Vanguard. So TIAA has a mutual structure, which means the investors are essentially the shareholders within the company, just like Vanguard. And that's probably why they made really good partners. Now, Fidelity was the second to join this race, and they also announced something very, very similar. They announced their new target date series called Fidelity Freedom Lifetime. Now, they also announced an expense ratio, which Vanguard hasn't, as best as I know. So the Fidelity target date series costs somewhere between 14 basis points to 27 basis points. Again, very, very similar. They start buying in around age 55. By age 65, you bought about 25% in, very similar to Vanguard. And they're basically working with Nationwide and New York Life. Now, before we move on, I just wanted to say this is not financial advice. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Now, you might ask, what's so different that now Vanguard and Fidelity are offering built-in annuity plans? You could just buy annuities yourself. The problem with traditional annuities is that traditional annuities are really tainted in the retirement income industry. There's way too many bells and whistles, and they try to make it very, very unique, and you really can't compare apples to apples because they truly are unique. Now, a lot of companies are selling index annuities. Index annuities are a subtype of the risk wrap approach, where basically you're selling a part of your portfolio, buying an insurance product, and investing back into the index. You're still taking market risk, but inside of an insurance plan. And that makes for a poor investment altogether. Now, another example of bells and whistles inside an annuity plan is the buffered annuity. Now, the insurance company might tell you that will put you inside of an S&P 500 index fund, but will cap your gains. You still have access to the positive return of the investment, but if you lose money, they might buffer, let's say, 20% of your first losses, and below that, you will still have access to your losses. Now, all of this might just sound too good to be true, that you're investing in the index, you're getting the index return while you're getting protections, the bells and whistles of an insurance company. But at the end of the day, all of this usually turns out to be too expensive and a high commission product and makes a poor product for the investor. If you're a financial nerd like me and you love financial planning, you will love Bolden.com. It's one of the best financial planning softwares out there. You can compare different scenarios. You can run Monte Carlo analyses. You can even run scenarios regarding different Roth conversion plans. Now, if you are interested in Bolden.com, please use my affiliate link in the description down below. It does support the channel, and thank you for doing that. What's different now when Fidelity and Vanguard are jumping into the annuity game is what you will essentially be able to buy is only a SPIA, which is SPIA, standing for Single Premium Immediate Annuity. This is pretty much the only type of annuity that you should ever buy if you want to buy an annuity. It's the lowest cost annuity with no bells and whistles. It's not inflation adjusted. You get a fixed income immediately as soon as you invest starting next month. And again, it'll sustain your income until you pass away, or you can even choose a couples policy until your spouse passes away, and there will be a death benefit in the end. The good thing I like about Fidelity and Vanguard is you're not selling your entire portfolio and buying annuity with it. You're just selling 25% of your portfolio. Even if you buy an annuity, the target date fund will still keep you invested in a 40-60 asset allocation, which is 40% equities, 60% fixed income. They'll take into account the percentage of annuity that you've already purchased from your portfolio. And again, I really like this because this is very, very simple. You're still invested in a very, very simple one fund product. You don't have to think too much about it. You can use something like a 4% or 4.7% rule in that part of the portfolio while still getting an annuity, a fixed paycheck showing up in your account every single month. Now, another benefit of your 401k provider actually providing you with an annuity instead of you trying to buy your annuity yourself is all of these annuities are pre-vetted. So when you try to buy an annuity yourself, there's a high chance that you might again end up with an annuity shark, which may sell you something which may not be the best for you. Now, these 401k plan providers will pre-vet all of these SPIAs. Again, you only will be able to buy a SPIA, which is the only type of annuity which you really should be buying. Now, this is not just me saying this. This is majority of retirement income experts in the US believe that SPIA is pretty much the only type of annuity really you should be having access to if you want to really buy one. Now, the other advantage is when your 401k plan negotiates the rates with the insurance company, you end up getting a lower fee SPIA at the end of the day. When you're negotiating on behalf of thousands of people, you will end up getting a cheaper product. And lower commissions and lower expense ratios is good for individual investors. Now, I have a couple announcements. I will be interviewing Bill Bengen shortly on Money Matters MD show. He's the creator of the 4% rule. So if you have any questions for Bill, please comment down below and I'll try to include them during my interview. And another very special guest that I'm very excited to invite to the Money Matters MD show is Christine Benz. I'll be interviewing her next month. And again, if you have any questions for Christine, you can comment down below. Again, I'll try to cover them in the video as well. Now, if you learned something useful today, please subscribe to the channel. It really does help. And like and share this video. Thank you for watching. Money Matters MD, over and out.